Good morning, Turtle Club, and welcome to Fortnite Fridays. This is our stream series on Friday mornings where we are delving into all the things that we love, all the things that have changed, and all the things that, well, are just literally things for Fortnite Save the World. The game itself, we were hoping it'd go free to play. Fortunately, that did not happen. But what we did wind up having is a super reduction in price. So just to kind of point out right now, Fortnite Save the World, $15.99, will actually give you access to a special hero, which is a reskin of a current hero, a special weapon, which is a reskin of one of the best weapons. It'll also give you 1,000 V-Bucks if you're a Battle Royale player, and you can use that for that kind of thing. Or also for the V-Bucks store in the game itself. Or it'll also give you a lot of tickets, which is kind of like V-Bucks, but they're used only for Save the World. It also gives you a back bling and multiple different styles for the Samurai. There are challenges that you got to go through to unlock everything, including the V-Bucks. But $15.99 for a game that used to be $39.99 for anybody who wanted to play it, and they start you off with some pretty good stuff. So that's, is it free? No, unfortunately not. It's not free, but it is really inexpensive, less expensive than a lot of actual games out there that you would be getting on, say, Switch or Xbox or something like that. And it can be on Xbox, it can be on PS4, it can also be on PC through the Epic Games Store. And these three things allow crossplay. I can take my actual progress on PC and go play right on the PS4. I've done that a couple times, and vice versa. Digrats played on PC and PS4. But unlike Battle Royale, it's always got these seasons kind of happening and happening to kind of keep the content fresh, resetting everybody to zero. Since Fortnite Save the World is a storyline system with quests and content like this, what can they do to kind of keep this fresh? And what they've done is we've kind of we've flirted around a little bit, right? We've done the dungeons, we've shown some of the new actual mission modes they have, but one of the things that they have done is this thing called adventures. And let's go to our quest log real quick. Let's see here. So any of your daily quests, you actually can do adventures. So 5 treasure chests, loot a safe. These are things that we can do out in Pennsylvania. Eliminate stuff with the shotgun. You can see I've been working on that this week off and on. 300 husks in the last 7 days. I've managed not to complete the quest at all. It tells you, shows you the time I get. But in the adventure world, there's challenge quests, and there's also some storyline quests, including the story that drops tonight. Hey, Dylan! Mr. Blackburn, glad to see you there. Long time no see. Oh, yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good, Dylan. Glad to have you back. I hear you're doing some school stuff lately. A lot of people are doing that, but it's always good to see people that are kind of chugging along at bettering themselves, even if it's not what you want to do with your life right now. Education's always important. That's part of what I'm doing next week. My office has put me into a training program, so there will not be any streams next week, unfortunately, because I will, instead of going to bed at 10 a.m., I'll actually be about to clock in my shift at 10 a.m. And instead of getting up at 6 p.m., as I always have been, I'll actually be clocking out of the office at 7:30 p.m. So things are going to be very discombobulated for me. But so the venture stuff is all about a special mechanic in eliminating your actual inventory to nothing but a very basic weapon when you first start in. And when you first start in, your power level, you'll notice my power level here on the venture map, we can go out, we go over to Flankerton, 62 in Flankerton, 32 in venture. Definitely a challenge. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's very abnormal for just about anybody right now. Absolutely, Dylan. And college is interesting. College is really where, you know, college is where I found out what I wanted to do more of in my life. Not exactly what I wanted to do in my life, but what I wanted to do more of. And I think that's the important part about college for the majority of people who attend. There's a lot of undecided majors out there. And even decided majors will get into college. And that's what happened with me. I was a computer science major when I went into college and found out that I really didn't want to be designing, or actually, I want to design. I want to design programs, I want to design games, I want to design stories. I don't want to make somebody else's dream come true. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a super challenge for me, Dylan. I do that with the job I've got about twice to four times a year. I have to flip like this, and it's interesting. It's interesting. One of the joys slash benefits slash negatives of working overnight is that you kind of get used to it. But so the venture mode, guys, the way this works is there is a mechanic, and you'll notice like everywhere I go, right? All the alerts when I go to a place with an alert, in a place without the actual storm mist, it's got this short range thing. So mission info, short range. This is what it means. Enemies close to a player or a defender suffer more damage. Those far away suffer less. All enemies have a chance to drop a healing pickup when eliminated. Now, it should be important to note this defender piece, because people have been actually using that defender piece to kind of really rip into a lot of opponents and whatnot. Um, and it's really good if you can do it right. But that's the mechanic this season. So when you're closer to people, they take more damage. When you're further from people, they take less damage. Outside of that, you don't get access to your actual inventory that you usually go to. So like if you'll notice when I go to armory and I go to backpack, look at all these things. I don't have a need for that. I can recycle that green. I don't even know how that got in my backpack. But I must have been playing with some lower tier people a while back. That's all good. And I don't like any of these. We'll recycle those while we're looking at them as well. Shiny squirrel syndrome, guys. So, but in my backpack, you'll notice, look at that. I got 139 items. I've got all these materials. I got 34 malachite. I got, I'm doing pretty good for a 62 power level that's in Plankerton. So that's how that all looks. But when we go to the map and we go into any of these zones, all that's going to be gone. So it's really about kind of going around, slinking around, and getting stuff that you need and doing these challenge missions. So with that in mind, what I really recommend when you go into any venture quest is first look at your venture challenge quests and see what you got. Like here, I've got to destroy paintings in the 58 Hexylvania Adventure Zone. I can't get into 58s. I'm not high enough, so we won't be doing that or looking at that. Here, eliminate with a shotgun. That pairs really, really well with this eliminate people with a shotgun. So we'll do that. Eliminate with a boom. This is 34 plus. I can go to any 34 plus and kill these lobber husks. Boy, howdy, is this a horrible mission though. Here though, complete the build a radar mission, complete a resupply mission. These are super important to tack out in my opinion, because if you look at all of the experience, 4.7k in any of these, build a radar tower, complete a radar mission. This seems like they were built together. So we're absolutely going to go into that 46 build the radar and see what we do. Now, this is where things get a little weird for venture modes. When you're going into level areas, one thing I do recommend, we make sure that our voice chat's turned off when we stream, because people say things that we don't appreciate when we're in public. So you want to check that first. Second, we're going to change our privacy to public. So anybody who is able to jump into this map will be able to jump in with us. Doesn't mean it's a guaranteed thing, but it improves our capabilities. We get 4.7k for completing the quest. We'll get 4.7k as a mission alert. We go to rewards info. We're also going to get some gold, some venture XP, and a few other things. So all these goodies for higher tier stuff that we're going to want, especially this hero XP for us trying to build our actual ultimate heroes. So obviously what we want to do is we're going to queue this up. Hopefully we won't get anybody that really is negative or anybody who's trying to just sabotage us. Um, but hopefully we get some people. And we're going to go in Fragment Flurry Jess because she's our best DPS option. We're going to go ahead and build into this. And outside of, you really wish they'd bring Save the World to Switch. So they tried, Dylan. I was able to sort of pick some people's brains. Save the World, unfortunately, it's just too complex. The models, the amount of art assets that load in for a mission, it really chugs on an Xbox and a PS4 sometimes, depending upon where you're at. And Switch just really wasn't able to do it. I was hoping they would bring it to it. In a perfect world, we'd have Save the World on Switch. It would be free to play, and we would have a really great, robust community. But if you've ever played Ark Survival Evolved on Switch, you'll have an idea of what's going on with that. All right, so someone's already built one radar tower, which we're fine with, because that means we're 1 out of 3 for the minimum requirements. And so build the radar tower missions, all they are is, as on the tin, right, is find radar towers, build them to the pattern and template, and then move on. Someone's using blue glow for team bonuses. Interesting. Oh, well, this is not too bad. So, wood. And if you know what you're doing with the build system, it's not that bad. Okay. I heard it. Where's it at? Okay. Well, we heard a Hexylvanian vampiric taker. Hello. Do that. Reset. Put that up there. Thank you. And oddly enough, ninjas are one of the better choices for this mission because their double jump actually will let you build some structures just super fast. Which is really odd when you really think about it, because you would think that the constructors are really good for building, and they kind of are. Constructors are actually the best builders in the game anymore. They got rid of their bonuses to building, which is kind of weird. But it is what it is. Yeah. Ark was just bad on Switch. I was really wanting it to be good on Switch. I think if all you have is Switch, like, I hate to say it this way because of how less than good it is on mobile. I mean, it's not great on mobile. But if you have a Switch and you have mobile, I would say that you're better off playing Switch on mobile. Or Ark on mobile. Not Switch on mobile. Which is really odd. Okay, where did I miss? Oh, there we go. Alright, limited with shotgun. Got to my mute button in time so you guys don't have to hear me coughing there. And now we're going to get reward after we get the top here. Yeah. If someone's telling you, hey, what you should be doing is playing this game on mobile instead of on an actual console, you know, it's It's just not really good, and it's unfortunate. It really is, because I really wanted it to be good. I wanted to be able to do like online Arc with crossplay, but they don't do crossplay on Arc, except for the Epic Games crossplay, which we do have a server for that. You know, as soon as we had access. Oh, hello. Oh, we're not on a shotgun. That's why we're not getting the satisfying explosions. There we go. There is a satisfying explosion. Interesting. Alright. This storm contains fire enemies. Well, I was hoping to find some fire enemies to shoot lots of them, but it is what it is. But yeah, the way the game's laid out. Oh, here we go. Here's a few of these guys we can shoot. Wow, they just mostly dodge my exploding shotgun blasts. There we go. Ooh, that's crystal. We'll absolutely walk over that. Alright, this is a brick tower, so we're just going to build a tower. Oh, here we go. More guys. Wow. They're taking far less damage. It's a 48 weapon. It should be doing pretty good stuff, but maybe it's got an element type that I'm not aware of. Which, actually, no, it should be energy element, so I don't know. It's odd. But yeah, Arc on Switch had a lot of promise. Anything on Switch. I mean, that's how amazing the Switch is, right? I don't even have to know what the game is. My mouse did the double clicky thing. Every so often, my mouse will double click and I don't know what it is that's doing it. And it's always on that particular type of thing, which makes no sense. Oh, hello guys. Come on, over here. Oh, you're a lobber also. You definitely have to go away. And you'll notice that some of these like fire husks, they take far less damage, and that's because they're fire husks. But most of the normal husks, they die with a single shot. But that one took a couple because it was so far away.
Another tower built.
But yeah, anything that comes on the Switch has a lot of promise just for being on Switch. I mean, the Switch is a fun console. Ooh, here's a treasure chest that'll get us more treasure chests looted. It would be nice if there were more treasure chests. Ooh, here we go. Oh, wait a second. Did we pick up a better weapon? Well, we picked up an arguably better weapon. It's not an exploding energy shotgun of cool, but I could get used to that shotgun.
Good work. You've got a little time left. Why not do some resourcing?
Pokemon Sword this weekend. Sword's not a bad game. It's really, really good. As a reward, yeah. Having positive rewards for work is always super important. All right, I've got to do something. Oh, here we go. Here's the backpack that we're sporting around, right? So our disintegrator. That's the shotgun we like so much. This is our sniper rifle that we really don't like. Terminator we're going to keep. This double punch we're going to remove. Sunsetter. This Deathstalker's.
5 minutes left.
It's a really weird assault weapon. Okay, that's confirm that recycle. Recycling is important too because Silver War is so important for being able to use vending machines to buy stuff. And Holy Fritos and chili cheese chips, guys. Looks like we get no medal for that. Alright. What we do want to, though, is we want to grab this and whip our shotgun over here. And hopefully be able to repair it. Yeah. Bam. So the repair stations on this do work exactly like Save the World or like Battle Royale. You go over to them, you use materials, and you get repairs. Ooh. Storm chest. I think I got enough to do storm chest. Yeah, still doing the storm chest. That's not too bad, right? That's the one thing I really like about this build with the hover turrets and the infinite teddy bear spam that I can do. Like as soon as that teddy bear goes away, look at that. 2 seconds later, I can put it on a teddy bear. It's just really, really just disgusting how much I can get with that. But yeah, Pokemon Sword Shield, I definitely recommend the season pass for it. It's actually fun if you're looking for something to play with friends and stuff, especially. So that chest spawn is a bunch of enemies. It's a bunch of enemies with 2 loots. So it's a timed event. It spawns monsters. You have to kill all the monsters. And then after it spawns that first wave, it'll spawn a second wave. And the second wave will absolutely have mist monsters in it. And if you don't have really good gear, really good stats, what will happen is you'll just get overran and you won't be able to hit the thresholds. So the big takeaway for that particular one is, this is how bad sniper rifles are. That one's actually a better sniper rifle than what I've been dealing with. All right. Here we go. This one's probably not as bad. Yeah, single shot in the head, and it doesn't even care.
2 minutes before I have to pull you out.
It takes 2 shots with one of the best sniper rifles in the game. The next part comes out next month, right? Actually, for Pokemon, yes. The next Pokemon, the Frozen Crown Tundra, it comes out next month. I am probably going to touch on both of the DLCs next month. I have been playing on the Armor Isles. There's a lot of coverage for it, and we were actually dealing with a whole lot of Animal Crossing, and so we were playing Animal Crossing during the time it came out instead. And honestly, the last DLC, it was okay. The story was not, there was not a lot of depth. It was very formulaic. But, you don't play all of Pokemon for the story. I mean, you can, but you usually don't. You play for the depth of the team building and the actual fights and the hunting, grinding aspects of it. Story's good in some cases, but not always. Oh, there's somebody who's actually marked loot on...
Here it comes.
Oh, here's a vending machine. Even more important. Tech shotgun, a scythe. These are all in 40s. We don't have a need for it. For what it's worth, Dylan, Hyrule Warriors is about to come out too. The new Hyrule Warriors game, the pre-Cataclysm. That's one that's been on my list of things to possibly get as well. And of course, we've been having some pretty good time with the Zelda game as well. You missed the vending machines in Battle Royale. Well, they really weren't all that appreciated in Battle Royale by a lot of people for some reason. It was interesting because I saw a lot of people that were BR alums. They didn't like it because they, yeah. Oh no, yeah. Hyrule Warriors. It takes place right before the first fight against Ganon, before Link gets injured and put to sleep. Let's see. Let me double check the release date on that because I'm 99% certain it's coming out. Hyrule Warriors, yeah, November 20th, 2020 is when it releases. Yeah, yeah, it's see that's where I'm at too. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many great games. So many great games have come out this year. And it's just incredible to think that we would have had such a better release if the world had been in a better place when these all came out. But we do with what we can. The cutscenes they've been releasing look so good. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's easy to forget though, Dylan. There's been so much content released that it's just super easy to forget. There's our experience 4700. Here is our bonus for our daily. Here is our mission alert of some perk ups in more 4700 and lurking shadow. Hope your day's going good, Shadow. And our little experience bar has come up a little bit more. And one thing that I didn't explain, and I apologize real quick for that, is I didn't explain the actual EXP bar on this. So it's like your regular experience point bar. So let's make sure that you guys see that as well, right? We go up here for that, if I remember right. Nope. I know there's somewhere I can see my experience points. Is it under command? Here we go. It says under command. So you'll see that it's basically segmented the exact same way. And you can see where our daily experience is. You can see where our boosted experience is. You can see what happens when we hit our next level. In this case, when I hit level 197, I'm going to get 9 points of offense, which when you actually go to your research area, it'll tell you what offense does. This area is for weapon damage, and that's all it does. And we need to just put some points in these while we're here anyways. But when you go to the actual Adventure Zone map, back out, Adventures, you'll notice it's different rewards. And they'll tell you what the high tier rewards are as well. And that's important to know what these high tier rewards are because there is a lot of them. And let's just go real quick so you guys can see this. To the Fortnite DB, State of the World, and there's an other section here. And databases actually. Season 2 Venture Rewards. This will show you exactly what all is in these Venture Rewards. And there's a whole lot. This is the total. Lots of stuff. But here's the leveling breakdown. So a Troll Stash Llama, a Weapon Research Voucher, that lets you get any weapon out of the collection book. A Core Re-Perk, which is what we're aiming to right now. Well, actually, we're past that. We're aiming to a Hero Voucher. Get you any hero out of the book. But the reason you want to really do these venture modes is because these superchargers. A supercharger will actually increase the maximum amount of level that a thing can be. So if a thing, like say a book caps out an item at 140, supercharger will give it like 5 extra levels. And so instead of 140, say Nocturno for instance, you get a 145 Nocturno. And these work for your survivors, which means your actual overall power level can increase. So it's really actually kind of expected for you to go in here and grind up to level 50 at least. And once you get to level 50, you'll notice that afterwards, it's just a rotating system. 500 seasonal gold, 500 seasonal gold, so every 10 levels you get 1,000 gold. which is like worth nothing. If it was candy, if this was candy, I'd still probably grind after I get to 50, if I get to 50. And legendary perk ups. So yeah, so that kind of tells you what the goal is, what you're going for. So we can go to our quest now, because we just completed that quest. Go to Adventure Challenges, and we'll see here that Robber 2, chests are safe in 58 plus. We won't be doing that anytime soon. We won't be storing these anytime soon, but we are going to go in and try to wreck some husks with a shotgun. We're hopefully going to kill some more of these guys. 46 resupply mission. This is one of the biggest complaints that people have about the Venture Zones at times. Here is the 46s. There are all these reds. I don't have a single resupply among any of them at all. So it's like, what do I do? When I get to a point where I'm locked like that, there's not much I can do at all. But we do have a go around shooting things quest. And this is another mini complaint. For what it's worth, you'll notice here that I've got kill things, right? Lobber husks in a 34 plus and kill shotguns in a 46 plus. Go back to the map. These are all, for the most part, defend against stuff. Now we do have a survive the night though, and this is what we'll probably go and do. Hopefully it actually put me in survive the night because I double clicked it by accident, but I don't know. I really don't know. And this is going to give us, from a reward standpoint, there's a lot to be desired for this mission. We're only getting some schematic XP, some venture XP, some gold, and an uncommon perk up or 5. Providing we actually get in there. There you go. And you already noticed that the big thing is there is nobody in here. No one really wants to jump into these missions. There's not enough of a carrot for people to come into this mission. The only reason why I'm coming into it is because I do not have a eliminate and collect or eliminate encampments mission to where I can just go through and mindlessly destroy things. And for the most part, as we've shown on stream previously, this zone, this mission, is doable with just a person. Because we were showing that off when we were talking about the Willow storyline. And Willow, of course, is pretty awesome. I picked her up, I leveled her up, and I shoved her into a support slot for the damage. Because she does ability damage based upon your missing health. And I tend to not always run with topped off health, so there is that. Alright, so we're going to be looking here at the map.
On tonight's episode of Ghost Boss, we survive the night at a haunted hotel. Take out the creepers and just maybe we'll make it to dawn. So
I do kind of like the over-the-top theatrics that this particular zone mission gets involved in. I watch Supernatural, and this just reminds me of Ghost Facers, which I really wish didn't wind up stop being a thing. Alright. So we do need to kill these guys with shotguns for our quest. So we're going to kill as many as we can with shotguns, but on the same token, we are going to absolutely respect the fact that they can kill us and pick up health pots and all that good stuff. Is there a beehive or not? Okay. Throw down a shock tower because it should absolutely help us get this guy down. Alright. So we're off to a good start. We already got 32 down. We do have some takers coming the way toward us. This is a problem because takers are vampiric and they do really nasty amounts of damage against us. We need to be able to see them and find them. Whoa, okay. We are definitely getting hurt by this dude a little bit. Alright, Teddy, do your thing. Oh, oh. Okay, this is not good. We do have to be able to take these huts down for bonuses. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that was lag. That was super lag. Oh my gosh. Alright, we got to put down a shock tower, and we may not survive this mission. This may not be the mission that we actually do what we want to do on. Oh, is that 3 takers all stacked up in a row? Oh, it is. Okay. So we need to start thinking of survival. This is starting to have flashbacks of the ARC stream. Alright. Rar, rar, rar. Rar, rar, rar. Okay, that's good. Okay, so the next thing we definitely need to do is we so need to... Alright, we got to still string these guys along for a bit. Alright. Oh, okay, they go faster than we realized. That's the Ghostfacer's shield that we're going to have to deal with. Alright. This is definitely not our finest or shiniest moment. We are getting some kills, which is still good. Alright, make that metal. Get to our... Alright, oh. Whoa, he did a lot of damage really, really fast. Alright, let's just double hover turret. And hope for the best on these things, because, oh my god. Wow. Wow. I don't know if we're going to survive this thing or not. We got to get back up fast enough. Alright. Okay. Okay, so we're basically bullfighting this thing at this point. And we're losing. What are we being shot at? What are we being shot at? Something's shooting us. Oh, we found the 2 of them again. Okay, we killed another. We're respawning though. We're out of lives. Boy, we definitely did not get the don't lose a teammate bonus. We will get the eliminated taker bonus. That is absolutely a point of pride at this point. Then we've taken out 3 of them. It's only taken like every single cooldown we've had, and then some. Alright. Okay, okay. like I really don't understand the mechanic these guys are dealing with. Because, like, oh my gosh. I know that if I get too close to them, I get wrecked.
Just a few minutes left.
Just a few minutes left is right, Dennis. Oh my gosh.
Attention, the storm shield is getting smaller. Get to the hotel and take cover.
Alright. Oh, it's already found me? Wow. Alright. So we're going to do this real quick. We're going to do that. That. Just so we wind up actually surviving the mission, we're going to kill this guy.
Nice job clearing out those husks.
Yeah.
Now we just need to live through the night. Ghost Boss bonus objective. Eliminate more husks.
Can we outrun the Taker? I want to think that we can. Come back through my fun tunnel, man. There we go. We got the Takers, finally. Yikes. That's a big one, finally. But I feel like now that the Takers are finally down, and we got this little tunnel here for some protection, we can work on getting the 100 or the 200 husks.
We're detecting a big wave incoming. Get ready.
And you know, these are doing us such good solids right now. Maybe we upgrade them a couple tiers. Boy, howdy. That was good. It was the only strat I had available. I was digging into all my tools. Because holy kit and caboodle. Was it just not good? We gotta kill the nurse. We got a tomahawk thrower. And we're actually going to make this out alive, quote unquote, with a completion, with our shotgun quests done, with enough deaths to where I'm slightly, I think I'm more than embarrassed with the number of deaths it took, because my goodness. But that'll do it. That'll do it. So again, 46. I am actually a 32, so that can tell you why it was a lot of struggle bus, to say the very least. But still doable. Still not as soloable as it was when I was doing stuff toward the 30s instead. But we'll take the win. And we should get like 3 or 4 quest completes off of this, is the expectation. 3, because this is, well, I call it a quest complete, but it's that. So for what we did in the mission, 33,000 hero experience points. It's not bad. It's not great. This part, though, is our daily quest. Some gold and some V-Bucks. For being a founder, we get the V-Bucks. We like that a lot. And 4,700 experience points for our venture. And if we go over here, we'll see that we're just 2 bubbles shy. If we're able to grind a lot more venture stuff, we'd be doing so much better on that. We'd be doing so much better. But what we'll probably do for the rest of the stream here on the venture zone stuff, at least, because I want to say that there's no way, there's no way. Yeah, the sniper rifle. This is going to be abysmal because we're going to wind up killing things with a sniper rifle at like point blank range. Because you saw how the sniper rifles were working. We just really can't do that. We just really can't. We can find some lobber husks in a 34 plus, so we're going to go play a 34 plus. And we're going to hopefully find some lobbers. Here's the 34 encampment mission. We will find some lobbers in 34 encampment. Here's the 34 survivor missions. We'll absolutely find them there. And these two are way better suited for us at the moment. Because they're not red and dark orange and like the color of puce, right? The color of blood. They're not that color. They're not saying, hey Mag, you shouldn't be over in this dungeon area or in this actual zone area. But yeah, that strat shouldn't have taken me that long to think of it. But I also, so I'm switching my sleep schedule over. So I woke up after only sleeping for like 6 hours yesterday. Rip. And then I stayed up until like midnight, and then I went to bed again, and then I woke up at 6 so we could get a stream in this morning. So my brain's not exactly firing on all cylinders right now. In the last 24 to 48 hours, I've only had like, I don't know, I want to say 16, 18 hours of sleep, which is not enough when you're used to getting your 8, your solid 8, and it's not actually quality sleep either. But that's why we do the way we do when we try to switch our schedule. We try to make sure that by the time we need to be up at a certain time, we are absolutely getting that quality sleep. And once again, you can notice we're on public. A lot of these missions, for some reason, they're just not getting public play. I don't know what it is. I do know tonight, I want to say it's at the reset, so like 8 p.m. Eastern, if you're playing Save the World, they are adding a brand new quest for a brand new brand new hero named Clip. That's Cassandra, I forget her last name now. Lipman, I think it is. But she's the chick that you see in the armory, and she's going to be an Outlander, and she actually will give you 33% chance on anti-material charge, which is the charging this thing here. 33% to get extra material.
We've got 20 minutes to evacuate the survivors. Good luck.
All right, so we found an encampment. We don't have to eliminate with a certain weapon. We just have to eliminate. So we're gonna let our teddy bear do most of the talking here. Oh, but those guys will be destroying with a weapon when they pop up. If we see, our teddy bear does a pretty good job of clearing the riffraff. But when there is anything big and scary, we got to deal with it that way. All right. So Outlanders are actually pretty good for these missions. I used to run with a constructor a lot because I always had a team that I was running with. Oh, here's some legendaries. A shotgun, which we're not really interested in. An axe, which we're not really interested in. And a bow? We're gonna have to kill some things with the sniper rifle, and the bows are pretty overpowered in general. It's a night owl. Oh, that was not the bow we wanted. Oh well, live and learn. Survivor can be here nearby. Alright. But they do good damage. They do bursty damage. This is a medvac survivor. These are even... Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, thank you for being a sponsor. Dylan. Awesome, dude. Awesome, man. Hey, I'm glad you're at a point where you can too, man. You know, it always is a great feeling when you get to a point where there's been a goal you set and you're in that spot. You know, it's something that Dick Grant and I were talking about not too long ago, actually. Another buddy of mine. So we do okay, you know, but there's just times where you have to really evaluate your way of how you live and what you do with your finances, what you do with your time. And I get that. I think the biggest thing that's always been a huge deal for me, a real eye opener for me, like knowing when I'm at a certain place in life, is the gas tank. Not a lot of people think about that. You know, most people, not a lot of people that are actually doing okay think about that, I should say. Wow, these guys are like swarming like bees underneath this. Let's see here. Good pistol, decent sword, and we still don't have any of our survivors actually saved yet. We got to go save some survivors while we're telling about this. So gas tank, right? The gas tank is a thing that everybody has in their car when you have a car. If you're fortunate enough to have a car, right? So that's the first thing, right? Not everybody has a car. Some places that's not a big deal. Atlanta, the ATL, Cobb, you know, there's so much stuff around here that you can take the MARTA, you can take the Cobb Link, you can take all sorts of just mass transit. So having a car or not having a car in Atlanta, not a huge thing. But in other places of the country, not having a car is a big deal. Not having a second car can also be a big deal for some families. So there's gradients, right? We have a survivor in danger.
Survivor in danger. Incoming.
And let's see if we can just take these guys out. But, so I was fortunate enough when I was, well, I don't even know if you'd say fortunate enough. I had a car. Technically, it had 4 wheels. And 4 wheels is important for a car. You would be surprised. I've had a couple that may not have had 4 wheels at all times. Sometimes they had 3 wheels and a donut. You know, but it had 4 wheels and it drove places. It didn't have some things, like it didn't have air conditioning. I remember a friend of mine commenting on the fact that my car didn't have a CD player in it. And this was a friend that wasn't the same way I was, right? And so I took the time to install a CD player. I went out and bought a CD player. I saved up for a CD player. I felt that not having a CD player was a big deal. I thought, I was like, man, I'm gonna have a CD player because that's one of those cool things. And when I got the CD player, that was huge. That was huge, in my opinion. But I had a car, you know, and so that I felt I was doing pretty good with that. And then another thing happened, and I had a car, which was great. But one thing I didn't happen to have was good insurance. I had insurance, but it was just liability. It was just if something were to happen and I was the person responsible for it, then anyone who I happened to hurt would be taken care of. And obviously that's really what you want for your bare minimum on insurance. You want everybody, you don't want it to actually hurt anybody, right? You don't want anybody to have just a bad time of it. It's already bad enough you're in Iraq. But so that was, I did not have good insurance. But I had a CD player, right? But the real big thing that tells me exactly how you can tell if you're doing good or not is the gas tank. And what I mean by that is and those of you that are in the Turtle Club that can drive, when you go to fill up your gas in your gas tank, there's a question of, when you get to the pump, for some people that are currently having this kind of a situation, how much do you put in the tank? And that's something that I dealt with for a very, very long time, was how much do I put in the tank? Now, most people, I wasn't aware of this, and most people is, you know, kind of a generalized term, right? Most people just put the thing in the gas can or in the gas port, and they fill all the gas in the tank. And when the pump auto stops, they stop. This is not something that I was able to do in my life. I was not able to just fill up my gas and go. I actually had to do math. And, you know, I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore. So, and that's one of those things, it's really weird, right?
We can't let the husks destroy the
Or is she not done yet? She's, oh, there we go.
another one.
And people don't think about that. They're you know, okay, that's the guy that we just saved. Hey, we have somebody who actually jumped in the mission. That's sweet. We need 3 more survivors. We have a second person who's going to be helping us out. This is actually not going so bad. Yeah, very true, man. Exactly. And it's really weird how it hit me, because I don't think about it a lot. I'm to the point to where I now I've put in my time. I've done the work. I've did what I can to dig myself up and dig myself out of the situation I was in. But it took a lot of discipline, a lot of willpower, and I'll be honest, it takes a little bit of luck. Now, it is true what Jefferson said. The harder you work at something, the luckier you can find yourself to be. But there is some things that you have that there's something that you may find yourself with that other people won't find themselves with. There's some importance to that. Hello, guys. How about you all back away from my friend that I'm about to save? But not everybody knows about that. Not everybody knows about the gas tank. And the gas tank's one little thing. And when you can get to that point to where you go to the gas station and you just fill her up, that's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling. And that's one of the reasons why Turtle Club, you know, we've been there. We know how that is. We do have a couple of streamers that we support, and we support them in the ways that we can. Sometimes it feels really weird to say that we're not able to support as best as we'd like to. When we kind of take stock and examine where we're at personally with how we are, but you know, we don't actually have a lot of subscriptions to streamers because we have a budget and we can't go over that budget. But what we do for some of these streamers that we love, like Chadley, and back when she was streaming, Laura, the GTA 5 girl, is we would send them games. Games that they would talk about, games that we knew that they would enjoy. We would do what we could for that, and we still do when we can. There's been a couple of people that have been streamers, and we've said, hey, I can't send you money every month because I am not in a solid position. Oh wait, collect the antenna. Who's collecting the antenna? Am I supposed to collect the antenna? I would like to collect the antenna. Ah, there it is. Awesome. This will get us another survivor. This is one of the easiest survivors to get. But, you know, we support. Well, I try not to make a big deal of it. You know, if the streamer wants to thank me for it publicly, then cool. If they don't, then I'm okay with that as well. That's another thing. And it's really weird. It's kind of weird to say to some people, but I don't support people for the recognition of supporting them. And I feel that sometimes that's how the YouTube community winds up being. Is some of these guys come up on a channel and they give money to a person strictly because they believe they're going to get something out of it other than helping a fellow streamer out, which is really weird. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? We got a few more of these guys to take out. We need one more survivor. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, it's absolutely relevant to what we're chatting about. You know, it's absolutely relevant that what we're chatting about. But it's not something I can do all the time. But I'm happy when I can, and it's a good feeling when I can. You know, when there's a streamer that's been talking about a game, and it's a streamer that I like to watch, it's content that I like to watch. I like being able to improve upon what they're able to do. And I'll admit there's a part of it that's totally selfish. It's not selfish in the same way as getting my name out there. Um, but it is selfish in the fact that if I like watching, like, let's say there's a, I'm trying not to use names because I'm trying to put people on the spot, but one of the streamers I watch a lot of is Kenny the Neo Kid, and I watch a lot of Chadley when Epic Potato Chip streams, which he just streamed again for the very first time in a long time last night. Um, those guys, I like watching their content. I like watching what they are able to get up to. I like being a part of the community. So I have, if I have an opportunity to give them something to improve upon what they're wanting to do, what they're enjoying. Boy, I need to find one more survivor. He's got to be here somewhere. Then I'll do that, and it's helping them. But at the same point, it's improving my life because I find joy in watching their content, and I absolutely am doing it to improve them. But at the same time, it's what I'm getting out of it is I get to see the content for that. And sometimes it's a game that I see or I have or that I find that I believe would be really awesome to just watch them play. And that doesn't always work, right? But I totally get the happy to be at a spot that you can do something like that, Dylan. And it's one of the reasons why on our donations page, for the longest time, we've always had it on there before anybody donates. Usually there's a thank you for some of these streamers. Usually there's we'll shout you out and all that. But what we put on our channel is donate if you got it and you want to donate. But thank you for getting here anyways. There is on our donations thing through Streamlab. There's actually just a thank you for anyone just clicking on it in general. And there's a reason for that. And it's because people get involved in the hype and they get involved in what they're doing. And we don't want people to feel like they have to donate to be part of the community. That's one thing that we really still dislike about our channel is that for like our community streams that we still have it gated to where people have to do something to show that they're actually part of the community and not someone just flying by night and doing whatever they want to do to kind of disrupt us. This is going to be our last survivor we need. And we're just trying to kill logger husks is what we're trying to do over here. Oh, well thank you, Dylan. Thank you, man. That's oh, well, thanks, man. I'm real touched about that. That was one of the things that I really wanted to do when we started focusing on streaming for ourselves, more than streaming for another community, is that we wanted to build a really good community. Yeah, I guess that's the weird thing for a lot of people that come up here that are part of just the streamer culture, is they're used to people doing things differently. They're used for, and we don't see it as often anymore on our channel. And we don't see sub for sub being asked for a lot. We don't see shoutouts being asked for a lot. But the one thing I do see a lot is I know we have the Lurk Squad. And I know... Okay, this is cool. Check this out. She'll just jump right up here. And they'll all just funnel right up to there instead of bashing on the car. Which means we can now do this. we need to heal ourselves. Oh, one of them actually got up there. How dare you get up there? I think that's kind of one of the coolest things that I've discovered about the RVs. You just gotta make sure it's in the right spot, though. A Cala chameleon? Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I really do miss the Breakfast of the Wild streams. Back when everything was kind of better laid out for everything. I really hope to get back to that kind of spot. And it just takes little, you know, life needs to not be as disruptive as it used to be. And I got so many things planned for 2021. And that I'm hoping that will actually come up long before that. But it's just good to have like a structure. Okay, so we need to find some lobbers. I don't think we're going to find any. But I do know that we're absolutely on the right track to finding what I call a dream catcher. So yeah, you can kind of lift them up and away from the zombies a little bit, and it's only on the Winnebago things. Oh, this is great. Yeah, that was absolutely worth the price of admission for that. And it lifts them up. What it does, though, more than just lifts them up, is it actually makes it to where they're no longer beating on the car. And if they're no longer beating on the car, then they're no longer... You have, like, multiple tiers. Oh, T-Mac! Dude! Oh, my gosh, man. Oh, dude. Oh. Oh, thank you, T-Mac Music, man. Oh, dude. I'm so glad you're doing good. I'm so glad. You know, give me a second here to get this hashtag on my second keyboard. Oh, love you too, T-Mac. Love you too, man. And, dude, I know if anyone out there is excited about us finally getting a Minecraft server at some point in the near future, it's you. I've been thinking about... They have some beta tests going on, and they're looking to see if anybody wants to start beta troubleshooting and testing their system. I don't know what you're doing for like time. Yeah, the arcservers.io, they're our sponsor, and all they ask is that we talk really good about them if we think they deserve it, which we do think they deserve it. So we have no problem telling everybody how awesome their servers and community and support is. But yeah, I need to see if we can start kind of doing some behind the scenes stuff with it as well. Because at the rate they're going, I'm expecting that they're going to actually launch this holiday season for some Minecraft servers. And I would love to be able to support that and sponsor that. I personally... For some reason, the way my brain's wired, it just doesn't get Minecraft. I can sit and play for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, and it's not a game that I go, man, I want to start at Minecraft. But I know a lot of our community does, so I absolutely want to do that. Have Fridays off normally, if that helps. Okay. Well, ideally, I would have an admin that would run the server and keep it in shape and be able to do all the servery things, and I would actually find it really awesome if we could keep our community across all of our channels together. This is just me brainstorming, like live brainstorming at the moment. Alright, so we still have to kill lobbers. What's our daily quest, though? Find a safe somewhere. Okay, so... Boy howdy, this is still... I don't think we killed hardly any of those. 34 plus. Alright. That's fine, though. We think the 34 plus might be better off as this. We need to see what the rest of these guys do though. Faster enemies, fire enemies, life leech attacks. Ugh. Huh. Powerful swords and spears. Okay. I don't know how good this loadout's going to be, but I'm going to give it a shot. Let's go, because he looks cool, we're going to go and drop our dude here. We're going to go to Swamp Night so we can see what it looks like. Alright, map. Enter. Laptop with you all the time so you can jump on and manage the server for me. Awesome, awesome. Well, I still got to see exactly where they're at on the testing to know for a fact where we will be able to do on that. But ideally, I would like to have like an ARC server for the community, which we have right now with the Epic Games, and a Minecraft server. And I would like a third game to rotate into the mix to be able to kind of go and play with people. I just haven't been able to find one that I really, really think would be great for the community overall so far. But ideally, we would be able to, you know, just collectively just jump in and play with everybody. Build the radar grid? I don't think that's where I was. Mission details? This is a level 15 build the radar grid. We're gonna disconnect just to be sure. It's a known bug sometimes. Alright. Same guys, so it was just the display bug, but I don't want to wind up having a bad display bug. When I'm playing with Digrat and other people, it's actually a combinatory of people. What just happened? The game crashed. Okay. Sometimes you don't get to actually have the world go the way you want it to go. Let's jump back in. Wow. This is one of the RIP game. Absolutely, absolutely, Dylan. RIP game. RIP game not being on a solid state drive. RIP game not being on a solid state drive. I have 2 solid states and 1 platter, and the platter is where a lot of my games that I can preload and not have to worry about in-game performance, and this is one of those. At least it'll actually throw you right into an active game session if it crashed in the middle of loading in. Automatic rejoin. So there's that. I like that about Fortnite. Alright. Wow, 5 minutes have already ticked away. And we have no encampments destroyed yet? What are these people doing?
Take out the enemies to clear the encampment. 15 minutes to complete the mission. One down. Let's find the next one. The next encampment might be stronger. Make sure your weapons and ammo are ready to go.
I absolutely miss my... When I'm on Swamp Night, I do miss very much so my Outlander, because my Outlander just zips around the map. But what I can do though is I can go over here and equip my 6 feet under shovel. So Swamp Night is actually Digrat's main that she likes to run with these days. His big mechanic is when he gets hit, he actually generates
This encampment is not
almost
active.
pets, except for their Geist ghosts. But he's mainly he's more than anything kind of a melee character. And he doesn't really come into his own until his actual hit points start getting affected. You'll notice occasionally these green things will fly around, and those are the ghosts, and they actually have lifelink and they do all sorts of fun stuff. Swamp Knight's more like a hot knife through butter than, for some of these encampments especially.
The encampments are getting stronger. Make sure you're prepared.
I'm not sure why we don't have other people joining the encampment. But to each their own. Alright, here's the next encampment. Actually though, sometimes, just sometimes over here has some good stuff. In this little area, loot the crypt. There we go. There we go. That's why we come over here. We want to see a chest, and we want to see some ammo. And we were hoping that would be searchable, but it's not. That's fine. Alright.
There it is.
So downfall is the online community sometimes. Yeah, absolutely. This particular game, the online community is not bad. If you go to like the Discord and see the regulars on the official Fortnite Discord, those guys are actually pretty good. But what we have in Fortnite for the most part, there was a moment where it went really cheap, like cheaper than it currently is, and the influx of people coming in, it was just really bad. We didn't mean to shoot the other guy, the Jonesy. And normally you can see people that are fairly new because they'll have these Fortnite Battle Royale kind of skins.
Found the next one. Check out
Yeah. Oh, Among Us with randoms. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen Among Us. I have looked at it.
Keep that streak going.
Among Us is like Traitor and Werewolf and Deceit and other games that we've played similar. Our only complaint we've had with most of those games is that it's a game that's better with friends, way better with friends than random people. Hey, they're actually joining in finally. Interesting. Or they were, and then one of them took off and one of them ran away. But yeah, games like that are super fun. I watched the Guild cast play it. Definitely not family friendly. The Guild itself in general isn't family friendly. But watching them all play and have a good time reminds me what it was like. Both times were awful. Yeah, when you're playing a community, I mean, Among Us, as great as it is, it's a social game. It's not a competitive game. It is totally social. And so you have to remember that's kind of a deal, right? Is there a... That was weird. That was really weird. Like the guy was rocking out to some music weird. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, yeah, Dylan, that's not even cool. That's not even cool.
Search destroyed.
I would probably not even. I'd probably uninstall the game off my phone if that happened.
Check out your map.
Chadley has been playing a lot of it lately.
Big time.
Unfortunately, he's been doing it lately when I've been working, and a lot of my streamers I like to watch, I do get a chance to watch them while at work. But playing with community and being quiet and working it out, that all great. Voxel map, client based, mini map. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Right. We got probably, oh. Go ahead and war cry. War cry is pretty good. If you're a World of Warcraft player, it's basically Bloodlust. Gotta take out that nurse.
If you keep pushing on, we might clear the zone.
Heading to the next encampment. Oh, a storm chest. Interesting. We're probably not able to solo a storm chest with Swamp Knight. We'd like to, but it's just not in the cards.
There it is. Another big fight.
And let's just
Here
go
we
over here. Go over to our disintegrator. Right. What else we got over here? Oh, we got one of those guys. Anybody else? Where's the Mist Monster? There's the Mist Monster. I'm getting a durability low. Right. Once we're not in the swarm of everything, we'll take a look at that message there, T-Mac.
They're against the ropes. Keep it up.
Alright, so we got 2 super bonus encampments. Alright, let's see here.
Found the next one. Check out your map.
Slider shaders pack is really good if you hold something amid slight. It lets you... Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Let's see, where is... Oh, there's actually a... Okay, that's interesting. All these level 39 guys taking on a super encampment. Well, oh, there's some metal? We absolutely will... We believe that we have taken out so far 7 encampments. If we spend just a little bit of time getting to the 8th encampment out of the 9 that are on the map, we won't feel too bad. What's this? Oh, that's a 48 pistol. We really just don't like pistols. That's a shotgun, which isn't too horrible. That's a baseball bat. Oh, we'll just leave all that alone. What we really need is a repair station. Oh, there's the storm chest? Oh. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to do what I can to tweak everything on when I get there. I just need to go and repair my good shotgun, because I'm not going to ever let the shotgun go. Alright, where'd that storm chest go? Alright, there's the storm chest.
Found one. Check out your map.
Come on, guys. I know they'll come after the storm chest. They may not come after super encampment number 5, but they'll come after the storm chest. It's got so much good loot. $50 enemies out of 50 enemies. Eliminate mist monsters. Where are they at? Boom. Boom. Got some good weapons there. Alright, where is the last of it? It's over this way. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff on Minecraft, and I know some people's opinion about Steve in Smash is pretty polarizing right now. I like the fact that they're having to redo all the levels for Steve, so his actual attacks work. Some people are complaining that it's actually introducing a little bit of lag.
This is it. Good luck.
Alright. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? We got a whole lot of just shove going on is what we got. That's Gumster. Okay.
2 minutes before I have to pull you out.
And we are pretty much we got this pretty much under wraps.
You did it.
The really good thing about these encampment missions, though, Turtle Club, is once you complete all 9 encampment,
Good work.
and the bad thing in some cases, it's over. So if you can actually come in here and destroy 9 encampments in 10 minutes, sounds insane, but I've seen a team of 4 do that. You finish a 20-minute mission in 10 minutes. And the rewards for all these missions are actually slated to how long the developers expect you to be in there. So that's another reason why we didn't have a problem running in here. And looks like we get to do a really neat go away move. But yeah, I like the torch thing there. Eliminates the area you're in. Yeah. Huh. See, that's the kind of stuff that I like. The thing that I don't care about in Minecraft, I guess, is it's just way too open-ended. I think the fact that it's a sandbox game. Hey, there we go. Level up. We'll get 225 perks. Sweet. And then we go to the map, more Adventure Zone stuff. And we'll see our next thing is some re-perks. So the reason why those are sweet and kind of needed is in the armory, when you go your schematics and go to like our Masamune, we can go and modify its perks. And we can do like better attack speed, better damage, better leech life, extra armor, all these kind of things that will be kind of important. And so getting those perks are kind of important to be able to do that later. Thanks for the GGs. The level up it's been a bit. It's been a bit since I leveled up. I don't think I completed any quests though, which is kind of unfortunate. Wow, we only got 1 lobber husk the whole entire time we was there. Oh, lobber husks. The kill a certain husk type is such a rough thing. I'm not sure. Actually, you know what? We may have enough candy for a llama. Nope, not enough candy. Is there anything awesome in the shop this week? There is not. And there's not there either. Alright. So I think the last little bit we're going to do for our last mission today is probably go into a relevant level mission, which they're all kind of relevant level. You know, T-Mac, that's not a horrible recommendation, but you have to remember when Notch built the game, he built it in Java to be played in a web browser. So a lot of the core features of Minecraft was built with what he had available in Java. So we're gonna run into this build the radar grid for our last mission today, and we might wind up ending the game. We might be ending up stream a little bit earlier than 9. But hey, we have actually a couple people in here with us. That's great. We're gonna switch over to Flurry Jess so we can gather some materials while we go about this, so we can resupply and restock some stuff. But yeah, for what he had available, it's amazing.
You have 20 minutes to build 3 towers.
All right, so
You can build any 3 towers you want. I've marked the location of the towers on your map. You may want to collect resources before starting to build.
I suspect that person that darted off to that tower was doing that to build it. Oh, this is not the tower you want to see as your first tower you run to. Oh my goodness.
There it is.
This is already metal? Wow, I don't even know how someone did that. Someone already got to this tower that was metal before we even got here. That's crazy. Oh, this is one of those bug towers. Oh my goodness. So you'll notice Turtle Club, where it has the radar tower built, it's not telling me what materials it is, just that it's materials. It's kind of crazy that way. But it's not the first time it's bugged out like this. Oh, wait a second. Before we do that, we got to do this. These side pieces. Alright, that should be all good through that. And then build this. That's one of the things that I really have enjoyed about Minecraft, as far as like a technical marvel, what Notch was able to do with it way back in the day. Like I actually played it when it was a browser game. Because people wanted to have browser games back in the day, because that when you had potatoes or use at work and all that. Just phone citizen advice about a company who owe you. Wow. I hope that gets fixed for you, man. I think it's fixed for you, because that's no bueno. Is that a storm chest, or is that that's just the present boxes? Okay. Okay, someone's still building the chest radar. They're actually working on it. Someone's actually working on the storm chest also, it looks like. Looks like they're not going to get there. 47 out of 50. Yep. That's unfortunate. Someone tried to solo a storm chest and just didn't make it. Oh, wow. Wasn't sure if we had enough to... See, look at this. This is telling us that we need to build this with metal. But it's building with wood. If you have this happen to you, Turtle Club, I'm sorry.
That's two.
Alright, let's see here. Did I get that? Did I get that one? Alright, and this. And that. Got that activated. So we got the mission done now. 3 towers, mission's finished. We feel pretty good about this.
You have time to keep building.
Oh wow. That's unfortunate. I mean, you know, it's great that, you know, you have a consumer kind of protecting group. That's what I'm presuming that's like, or like the Better Business Bureau is what we have in the United States, the BBB. And they do that. You know, you can go ahead and give them notice. And oh, is that a Lancelot? I bet that's a Lancelot. That looks like a Lancelot. I'm gonna have to get that just so I can show you guys the Lancelot. All right, show me that this is a Lancelot. All right, it's a Sir Lancelot. Okay, so if you get the Scrap Hero Samurai pack, this is the game. This is the game-ending spear. Look at this. It's a very fast swinging spear. So that's the first thing that people need to know about the spear itself. The second thing, and if we find some husks, we can show this off, is the power attack. Look at that. That's the heavy attack for this thing. And for in-game content, when you have to kill husks, when you are trying to fight your way through husks, the spear is super important. Not because it's got a fast swing rate, not because it I have no clue why they built that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We can possibly show you over here why this is such a big weapon. Why this is such a big deal. Alright, right here, is this what we want? That's not what we want. We want to go over here. We want to go just a little bit over here. Because you can, with this spear, do this. And shove things off the edge. And if you were looking at a pit, right? If you were dropping things into a bottomless pit with this, you time it just right, it'll shove them off and they'll just be gone. And that's the reason why if you are looking at a hero pack, the Scrap Hero is actually not a bad pack to look at. And again, it's got a pretty fast attack rate. And this is not even using a spear-based hero. Yeah, all the weapons, all the melee weapons have different alternate attacks. To a lesser extent, all of the... Here we go, someone helping us with the llama. And they so took the malachite. That's okay. They've been over here working on this for a hot minute. Bless their heart. We'll let them get the last little bit here. Let them activate it. They've been fighting. They may be a lower level. I don't know what their overall, what's been causing them grief over here.
Another tower built.
All right. Oh. But yeah, the Lancelot weapon is actually pretty awesome with the way it alternate attacks. Just to kind of give you an idea, let's go ahead and back to our Lancelot. Like the paddle it's got a different alternate attack. The ruler sword has a stab thrust. The 6 feet under, wait for us to get some energy, get some wood. We really need some metal. But 6 feet under has that. This is another spear. It's a hardware-based spear, though. Sledgehammer has a nice little AOE. I think Husk Stomper probably has the same thing going for it, though. No. See, that's the thing that's really cool about this game is just the uniqueness, the little fiddly bits that you can wind up getting with stuff. Someone opened up a chest radar and didn't bother to get the chest afterwards. We will fix that. We will take this chest and we will absolutely go for this other chest. But yeah, all the melee weapons have some alternate attacks. They're called heavy attacks. Looks like that's where the blue chest is. But we don't use melee a whole lot. But Lancelot absolutely will use. This Pummeler will use. Oh, here's one. It's a rake, but it's technically a scythe. And look, it does a little like bunt attack and then a down chop. Oh, that's got some element damage to it. That's got some armor to it. All right, so as much as we'd like to keep the 6 feet under, in all these we don't really need them. And this thing we can get rid of as well. Recycle all those. We can actually battery cycle all this. Actually, we want to keep the Terminator for assault weapon reasons. Traps, we have a lot. This is the really good thing about the venture zones as well, is you just get traps coming out of the woodwork. And let's see, if there is... There is something nicely dotted on our map, so we're going to take a look at what it is. And it's up there somewhere, so who knows what that is. It's definitely something we want to investigate, though. A point of interest of some sort. Huh. Ah, it's a survivor that's not there anymore. Okay. And the survivor's over here somewhere, so we're gonna look for him. That's not the one we're trying to save. But I guess it's gonna... I guess we're gonna be the good guy, because we are the good guy, right? The one-liners. The one-liners. Wow. Not a Scythe character, clearly. If you have to melee, you have to melee, right? I do like the fact that these sledgehammers, when you get a piece of somebody, knocks them away and bats them away. So if you were building a melee, a lot of knockback wouldn't be too bad to just keep them off you.
Thanks again for your help. See you soon.
Alright, so let's go find that survivor that we were trying to save. And let's go back to, oh, the bow. We've not showed the bow off yet.
2 minutes before I have to pull you out.
That's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8's too many? That's good to know, I guess. When 8 is enough. And where's another survivor on the map somewhere? Where did it go? Oh, it's over that way. Oh, we did not mean to find that encampment, but we will absolutely go over to it if we can. But the bow we want to show also. Oh, that's what they're talking about. Bows have been broken. You used to be able to just automatically hit the button. You actually have to wait for the arrow to fly and then knock it and then do another arrow. Wow. That's kind of unfortunate. Something that happened in the last patch. Oh, it's another missing survivor. We might be able to get to him before. Oh, wait, vending machine. Stop. Wait a minute. That's an SMG. That's a golf club. And the next weapon is some sort of sniper rifle that we are fine with not having. There's a survivor nearby. It says it's up. This survivor may not be saved because they just may not be. Are you over here, survivor? Oh well. Sometimes you save them all, sometimes you don't save them all, but as long as you save one, you usually feel pretty good about yourself. Oh, there's a gift. Let's go grab the gift. And both things in the gift we dropped. Oh well. You know, if I remember right, T-Mac, I think you... Don't you have Save the World? I seem to remember you getting it a long time ago, and us running through the tutorial. I maybe think it was somebody else, though. It's been so long. Oh, I do have to show off my favorite emote. The Rick Astley dance. Of course, it's copyrighted music, so we have it set on our Fortnite to where copyrighted music isn't heard there. I haven't played much of it, though. It's all right, dude. I took a whole year plus off. I just had to. I had to. Lots of schematic XP. Survivor, some gold, some good venture stuff. Not bad. Well, Turtle Club, we are pretty much at the end of our stream. We're going to do a couple things. That's not as exciting. We do maintenance when we are to a point. So this Jess that we've been running around with, she's not even the best Jess that she can be. Don't show again. We hit the wrong button. So Jess, upgrade inspect. We've been grinding away here. We have enough experience to not quite level up to 30. We'd like to, but we can't. But we leveled her up. We just need a little bit more. So one thing we haven't done today is we haven't cleaned up our commanders. So we're going to go to manage. Don't have anything new, but what we do when we have a commander cleanup is we go and sort these guys by name. And this will show us the ones that we have that aren't unique. You only need one copy of any specific titled commander. So like Demolisher Jonesy, Sergeant Jonesy, you just need one. You don't need two. And if you look at their pictures, it's a real good indication to see how they are. And some characters, you know, you can't recycle because they're logged into the game. bit. So there's one hero that we had a duplicate of. This is from like llamas and stuff that we open and prizes we get. Looks like we have no duplicated instructors. We're going to go and look at their ninjas. Here we go. We have Harvester Sarah that's duplicated. We can retire her. Looks like we have no other duplications in there. So Outlanders. Right there we got a Recon Scout. Retire her. And some people like to like favorite their heroes. Like here's an Enforcer Grizzly we missed at the beginning. And some people just don't. So we just retired 4 heroes. So now we can go back to loadout and go back to this Fragment Flurry and say upgrade inspect. We got the experience we needed. So she's now max until we get our actual story for it. So now she's doing the max amount of damage, and we're good with that. So we go to our next loadout, which we really want to work with, and that's this guy. We just need the experience to be able to level him up as well. So what we can do, possibly, is go back. I don't think we have... There's no hero XP. There's never hero XP being sold here. We don't have candy for a llama. We could get an X-ray llama. The X-ray llamas right now have some mythic lead survivors, which is a kind of a big deal. And some heroes in it. And some hero XP. So this would actually not be a bad deal for us to get. But that's
okay. Pretend to be
280 V-Bucks. So you want to be aware of what you're getting, right? $8. Every 250 is $2. So if I was using real world money, this would be like almost $3. I'm a founder. I bought the game when it was pre-release, as is T-Mac. Since he bought it early on, he's also a founder as well. So when we do daily quests, we get V-Bucks. This is 6 days worth of playing the game. I think that's worth it.
What's happening? Ooh, those prongs.
Especially to get some heroes to recycle.
Oh yeah, you are breaking it in.
And we'll recycle grab a trap. So I wish I had a better thought process on these. I do know that I have Heavy Base Kyle already. I know I have a Shrapnel Headhunter already. We definitely know that we have a Shock Specialist AC because we just recycled one. So what we're recycling basically, Tank Penny is common. We know we have her. So we're recycling everything that we don't have a absolute need for. We're also getting some candy, which might get us some more heroes. A mythic Mav Trekkie Jensen. Huh. I don't know who she's supposed to be. Maybe like a Star Trek doctor that we're not aware of. We do have enough for a Nightmares Llama. If you do this and claim one here, it skips the... If you get more than one, it skips the animation. And again, this is kind of luck to make this stuff. Like, if we weren't streaming right now, just to let you guys know, this is what I do after I'm done streaming for the day. We know that we have these two also. Oh, wait a second, decline for a second. That's a Breed Slicer. We know that we have that as well. One will be collected. It's the Copper Breed Slicer. Alright, Armory. Get rewards for that too. Hey, Epic Survivor, cool. So schematics, this. Now let's go to our traps. Still sorted by rating at this point. Let's go sort by name. We can recycle the purple one. We don't need it. We like the heal burst, so we're going to recycle this one. back out, back to command, back to heroes. Hello. Plasma Specialist is we missed her somewhere. She's already there. We can recycle her. We can retire her because you don't recycle heroes. If we didn't get it, then we would have had to buy the V-Bucks. Yes, absolutely, T-Mac. If the cutoff for being a founder was June of this year, when the game went out of early access in July, anyone who picks it up from here on out, they still have to pay for all their V-Bucks. They're not able to actually do questing for it, for daily quests. There are certain quests on the map that can award V-Bucks, but dailies, like 50 V-Bucks a day, they don't get that. I mean, so if you think about that, right, if you're playing every day, that's 1,500 V-Bucks. It's 1,500 V-Bucks. That's 1,500 V-Bucks a month. And so that's you know, from a value perspective, buying the game early is like $12 a month, $15 a month in V-Bucks just for being a founder. I wish it was still something available for people. Unfortunately, they had to let it go. All right, we know we can actually we can go to our leaders, the crown, and we know that we can recycle at least anything that duplicates with double up on their symbolism, like these two. We can double up and recycle one of these. That's Survivor XP and training manuals, though. It's not going to get us anywhere. No bow tie, no bow tie. And this whole thing here, guys, this is absolutely a video in and of itself that I'm working toward getting released so you guys can understand Survivor Squads better these days. Alright, but now we can go to heroes, we can go hero loadout, we can go here, we can tell him to upgrade. We have just enough experience to evolve him. We want to evolve him because now that he's evolved, now that he's got that 3rd star, he has all of his abilities now. So now we can actually use the minigun ability. So that was the main reason why we've been trying to get to that for a lot of time. We have so many other dudes to level up, and this is one of those things, guys. Turtle Club, this is a grind. There are heroes that we have to level up, materials we got to get. Another reason why I like this, though, is because you can always set forth with a goal. But it is getting a little bit late this morning. I don't really know what I'm going to do for the next few days. I do know tomorrow morning we are going to be shipwrecked on Saturday once again. So we're going to be back to that wonderful little island trying to wake up the windfish. And Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for 6 days, I can confirm with 99.9% certainty that unfortunately we will not be streaming on this channel. There is a possibility, I couldn't swear it, but there is a possibility that the alternate channel we may be doing some streaming on. But we'll just have to see how that goes. We'll just have to see how it goes. It really depends on how my sleep settles. If it settles great, awesome. If not, then I'm going to be probably spending that time sleeping in really weird hours. But I do want to say thank you to everybody who came in today, guys. I'm going to have myself a good day. You as well. Dylan, Blackburn, thank you for coming and making this a good morning. Shadow, always awesome being the Supreme Lurker that you are. And Lurk Squad, who joins in with Shadow, thank you. T-Mac, thank you for popping in and hanging out with us. And thank you once again for that super chat. And our newest member, Dylan Blackburn. That is... I'm still just... Thank you, man. Thank you for that as well. And speaking of which, we are going to hit the edit button real quick. And we're going to put Dylan in with the rest of the people who are our sponsors this month. And get that added. Your name, like everyone else's, will be at the bottom of the description as a thank you for being one of those guys that supports us. I really wish there were more things I could do for that, and I'm working on that. Trust me on that, guys. I'm working on getting to something on that. But yeah, thank you all. I'm just playing games in the morning, and the fact that you guys hang out with me makes this a channel. But Turtle Club, until next time, stay safe, wash your hands, have a good one, and thanks for watching, guys. Take care.